Hello everyone, we are from TrueMaths, and in this video we are going to discuss the question based on reflection in height and distance. This is another kind of question that may be asked in your essay 2, and the question says the angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 60 meter above the lake is 30 degree and the angle of depression of the reflection of the cloud in the lake is 60 degrees. You have to find the height of the cloud from the surface of the lake. Okay, now the question is based on reflection, so we call this type of question as the question based on reflection. So here, before solving this question, we must know a funda in physics. We already have, you must know in a plane mirror, if I place a candle here, this is a candle, and if suppose this is x meter away from this plane mirror, so the image of this candle, or you can say the reflection of this candle, will be seen backside of this plane mirror, and the distance between the object and the distance between the image will remain the same. This is the basic funda we have studied in our physics classes. So the same funda will be applied here. Here there is a lake. Let's suppose this is the surface of the lake, and it is given that 60 meter above the lake there is a point P. Okay, now this is the point P, which is 60 meter above this lake, and from here if I see a cloud, let's suppose this is a cloud, so here the angle of elevation is basically the angle between the line of sight. If from here, if I am seeing this cloud, so my line of sight will be this, and between the horizontal. So here, this is the angle of elevation which is given to you as reflection. This is given to you as 30 degrees. So this is the first case, and similarly, the angle of reflection of the cloud. This is important. This surface, this is the base of the lake. This is the base of the lake, and this surface will act as a plane mirror. And if this cloud is placed, this is 60 meter, and if I suppose this is h meter. So because here this cloud is placed 60 plus h meter away from this plane mirror, so its image must also form 60 plus h meter away from this plane mirror. So this distance and this distance must be equal. Here we must see the same cloud. This is the reflection of this same cloud, and if I see this reflection from this same point, here the angle of depression, again if I am seeing from here, this is my line of sight, and between this horizontal line, this will be the angle of depression, which is given to you as 60 degrees. Now this will be the figure for this question. Now again, the basic rule will be the same for all the questions. Here also there are two triangles. If I name this A, B, this is the first triangle APB, and if I name this point as C, so this is the second triangle PCB. So these are the two triangles, and you have to find out the ratio for tan theta. Then you have to substitute the value from one equation to the second equation. Now in the first triangle, this is APB. In triangle APB, if I have to find the ratio for tan theta, so obviously that will be equals to perpendicular upon base. Here theta is given to you as 30 degree. So here I have to find the value for tan 30, and that is equals to perpendicular upon base. And in this case, perpendicular is given to you as h meters and base is PB. So here the base is PB. So the value of tan 30 is 1 upon root 3. This is equals to h upon PB. If I cross multiply this, the value of PB will be equals to root 3h. So here the value of PB is root 3h. This is our first equation. Similarly, in triangle PCB, here also we have to apply, we have to find out this same ratio for tan theta. So in triangle, this is PBC, in triangle PBC, I have to find the value for tan theta, which will be again equals to perpendicular upon base. And in this triangle, theta is given to you as 60 degrees. So here the value will be of tan 60, and if this is the theta, so the side opposite to this will be the perpendicular, because here these are the two right angles. So this is the theta, the side opposite to this will act as a perpendicular, and this will act as a base. So here our perpendicular is from this point to this point, which is equals to 60 plus h. So that will be equals to 120 plus h upon, again the base will remain as PB. Now if I substitute the value of tan 60, that is equals to root 3, this will be equals to 120 plus h upon PB. Now if I cross multiply this, I am multiplying this with this, and I am placing this root 3 over here. So the value of PB will be equals to 120 plus h upon root 3. So this is our second equation. Now in both the equations, the left hand side is equal, PB here also, PB here also. So if I compare these two equations, left hand sides are equal, so obviously the right hand side must also be equal. So the right hand side will be equals to h root 3 will be equals to 120 plus h upon root 3. Now if I cross multiply this, root 3 multiplied by root 3 will be equals to 3h. This will be equals to 120 plus h. Now if I shift this h here, if I shift this h here, so 3h, and this positive h when shifted to this side will become minus, and 3 minus 1 will be equals to 2h, and this should be equals to 120, and h must be equals to 120 upon 2. So this should be equals to 60 meters. So this height must be equals to 60 meters. You have to find the height of the cloud from the surface of the lake. So obviously this is the surface of the lake, and this plus this is the complete height. So obviously the complete height must be equals to 60 plus 60, and that must be equals to 120 meters. So the complete height of the cloud from the surface must be equals to 120 meters. So this is how you can solve this kind of question. I hope you have liked this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and if you have any problem in maths, you can directly contact to us. The phone number, the email address and the WhatsApp number is given below in the description. Thank you.